You're 12 years old when you play your first real online match, not against bots, not with your cousin sitting next to you on split screen. A real match, with real people. And within 5 minutes, someone's already yelling at you. Not because you did anything stupid like running into the enemy base. No, because you picked the support role. You didn't know support was a crime. You thought it'd be fun. You thought healing your teammates would make them like you. But nah, it makes them hate you. Because as a support, you're the easy target. You miss one heal. Boom, your team's dead. You use your ult too soon. It's GG, go next. You save the DPS instead of the tank. Now both of them flame you. That's your first lesson as a support main. You're not there to win. You're there to get blamed when other people lose. By the time you hit 13, it's too late. You're locked in. While other kids are fragging out, chasing kill streaks, going full anime protagonist. You're in the back, holding left click, watching health bars instead of explosions. But here's the sick part. You kinda like it. You get a weird rush from saving the guy who's 1 HP, hearing him say thanks in voice chat, even though 2 seconds later he's calling you garbage. That's what makes it addictive. Being invisible until you mess up, getting no credit until you clutch around, no one even notices. And every time you think about switching roles, you try playing DPS. You try being the guy with the big shiny numbers. But it's not the same. Suddenly, there's too much pressure. You're not used to being watched. You don't know how to aim anymore. Your hands shake. So you go back. Back to support. Back to being the one holding the team together while they scream at each other. And now it's your identity. When someone asks, what do you play? You don't say Overwatch. You don't say Valorant. You say, I'm a support main. Like it's a badge of honor. Like you're doing community service. But the thing nobody tells you, support isn't about being nice. Support isn't about helping your team. Support is about pain. And you don't realize how deep that pain goes until the stakes get higher. By the time you're 16, it's not just quick play anymore. Now it's ranked. Now every match feels like your career depends on it, even if the only career you've got is high school and hating Mondays. You think support was bad in silver. Try playing support in diamond. Suddenly, it's not just about healing. Now you have to predict where your teammates will die before they even make the mistake. Because trust me, they will make the mistake every single time. You ping, you type, you beg them not to overextend. Guess what? They push anyway. Now they're 1v5 in enemy spawn and blaming you for not ulting fast enough. You get good, like actually good. You learn timing, map awareness, positioning. You know every cooldown in the game, not just yours, but everyone else's too. But here's the thing, no one cares. Your highlight clips, it's not you hitting insane headshots, it's you healing. You could save 4 people from getting wiped and no one notices. One lucky DPS gets a triple kill and he's suddenly the hero. Your job is to set up the play and shut up. And then comes the mental part, because support isn't just a role, it's a full-time psychology job. Your team therapist, your coach, your human punching bag. One guy's mic cuts in like, yo, my bad, my cat unplugged my router. Another's arguing with his mom mid-round. And while all that's happening, you still have to focus. You still have to clutch a fight. Because if you don't, it's your fault. Always your fault. You start watching VOD reviews, breaking down every match like it's the NFL playoffs. You think to yourself, if I had moved 0.2 seconds sooner, maybe I could have saved that fight. You obsess, you uninstall, you reinstall, you rage quit 10 minutes later. Why? Because there's always that one game where it all clicks, where you carry so hard from the backline that it feels like magic. But it never lasts, and that's when it really hits you. Being a support main isn't about winning, it's about not losing too badly. It's about surviving flame, tilt, and random disconnects long enough to maybe, just maybe, climb one more rank. You go to bed thinking about it, you wake up thinking about it. It's not even a game anymore, it's personal. Because now you're too deep. Now it's not just a role, now it's who you are. And trust me, that's when it really starts to suck. Then, one day, it happens. You finally hit master rank. You think this is it, you made its top 1%, you're elite now. But no, master rank isn't the peak. It's the start of a new kind of hell. Because now, every mistake feels like a career-ending material. One bad ult, one missed heal, boom, minus 37 SR. You thought people were toxic and platinum. Bro, master players tilt before the match even starts. They flame you in hero select. They call GG at 0-0. One guy disconnects mid-game and blames you for not pocketing him enough. You can't even enjoy the game anymore. You're just a stress manager now. You queue up and it feels like work. Worse than work. At least at work, you get paid. You start losing. Back to back. 10 games. 15. You drop below master. Suddenly, everyone's calling you washed. The same teammates who were begging for your help 2 days ago, now they're spamming report support. And you know what the worst part is? You can't switch roles. It's too late. You try playing DPS again, but now you're garbage. Your aim's gone. You spent so long watching health bars, your crosshair feels like it's floating in space. So you lock support anyway. Even when you hate it. Even when you're sure this next match is going to break you. You keep queuing. Because if you stop now, that's it. That's all the hours wasted. All the flame, all the stress, all the sleepless nights. Gone. You think about quitting, uninstalling, maybe touching grass. But then you get that one perfect round. You full team res, you land the perfect sleep dart, you save the carry last second with an immortality field, and for 10 seconds, you feel like a god again, like all of it was worth it. Until the next round starts, and it all resets. Because that's the real trick of being a support main. It's not about climbing, it's about surviving. Long enough to believe you're still climbing. And that's what really sucks. You wake up one day, open the game like usual, and for the first time, you hesitate. You hover over support. You think about locking DPS again. You think maybe this time you'll try tank. But you don't, because you already know how that story ends. Support is who you are now. Not by choice, not because it's fun, but because it's what's left. You've spent so long fixing other people's mistakes, you don't even know what it feels like to play for yourself anymore. And yeah, sometimes you win. Sometimes your team actually says good job support. Sometimes someone adds you as a friend. But most of the time, silence, flame, blame. You start to wonder if the whole thing's just a scam, a loop designed to keep you grinding, keep you queuing up again and again for that one good match that never really comes. And then you realize something even worse. You don't hate it. You don't uninstall. You don't walk away. Because this, all of this, is who you are now. The forgotten player, the invisible carry, the human shield in a game full of frag-hungry maniacs. You're the guy holding the team together while everyone else pretends they don't need you. You're the last to get thanked and the first to get blamed. That's what being a support main really means. It means every win feels like a fluke, every loss feels like your fault, and every Q is just another round in the same unwinnable fight. But still, you queue up anyway. You lock in your pick, you grip your mouse, and you whisper to yourself, "Let's go again." Because yeah, that's why it sucks to be a support main. But once you start, you already know. You wouldn't have it any other way. If you made it this far, you already know how it feels. So hit that like button, subscribe to XPIsPain, and comment down below what sucks most about your role. Because here, XP isn't just experience points, it's pain. See you in the next one.